What is going on with your... Oh, first card on the floor, right? Your first card got to be on the floor, right? Ground yourself, okay? Some of you, the games card came out in the reverse on the floor. So some of you are, I'm hearing, what's that song by Big Pun? Don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. So for some of you, you are getting into the energy of preparing yourself for a commitment, being more committed in relationships, realizing that player ways are becoming a nuisance or it's just outdated in your energy. You don't want to do that anymore. You really want to be with someone, okay? Or you're just tired of players. You're just tired of dating people that like to play games. You're like, I'm not dating anybody that's not going to be serious with me, okay? What else is going on with Gemini? Yeah, so some of you, you could just be dating right now. You could be dating about 3 people, okay? There's 3 people you're getting to know. You're like, until someone says, you know, I want to be in a committed relationship with you, you're not taking anybody seriously, okay? Yeah, see, and you learned that lesson. You learned to not get yourself committed to something that's not willing to commit with you, okay? You're over the games. You're over the game playing, okay? Or someone is saying this to you, because it can go both ways. This could be someone from your past, okay, that you're willing to change for, that you're willing to commit to, okay? You may be dealing with 3 people from your past, or 3 people from your past came back around. You got to remember, Mercury retrograde is going on. Saturn retrograde. There's so many retrogrades going on. And Spirit is like, have you learned the lesson yet? And some of you, you've learned the lesson. You've learned the lesson to date until you find the person that you want to be committed to, or you are picking and choosing who you're going to date, and then you're going to see who's the best candidate, or you're not going to sit there and be giving your all to people unless these people are committed to you just as much as you're committed to them. Okay, you could be thinking about your past 2 lovers, your last 3 lovers that you had, or whatever the case may be. I feel like, though, some of you, my Geminis that don't want to be players no more, you learned the lesson. Yeah, some of you guys, you, I heard you learned a hard lesson when it came to players or being a player, okay? Now you're more focused on moving forward. You're more focused on money, getting to the bag. You're more focused on... I see some of you completing a karmic cycle with finances. Even though this is a love reading, I feel like maybe finances played a major role in your love relationships. And maybe you're realizing that you need to have your own bag. You need to be self-sufficient. You can't rely on anyone but yourself, Gemini, okay? And I know that's right, okay? Because I feel like in a lot of relationships, that's what it be. It be, you know, burdens when it comes to finances, because one feels like they're taking care or taking on all the burdens versus another, okay? I feel like finances, that may have been a major problem in your family's lives, like your parents' lives and their relationships. They may have argued over money a lot. And then you found yourself in relationships with people where you were arguing over finances and money and stuff. And you're like, okay, well, let me get my bag straight. So that's like something I don't have to, that's the last thing I'll be arguing with when it comes to my partner is money. Because they got theirs, I got mine, and, you know, we straight. For others of you, when it comes to your love life, I do feel that some of you are going back to or went back to a family dynamic. So this is you, you know, was in a committed relationship with someone, you guys have children together, or even if you didn't have kids with this person may have had kids, but it was a family dynamic. And I feel like you changed your play of ways to go back to this family dynamic. Like, you know what? I'm going to take this serious. I'm going to make a family with this person. There is pregnancy here on the table. For some of you, you may have gotten if you're a female Gemini, you could be possibly getting pregnant by an earth sign male, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They could have Cancer in their chart. Or when you move, when you relocate, you're going to deal with a male earth sign. This person is going to get you pregnant, okay? For others of you, if you date women, you may get a fire sign, water sign pregnant, or they may have both those elements in their chart. This person could be very, very attractive, very, very nurturing. Like, this is someone that you may want to get pregnant, because this is the energy of you getting your finances together so you could have the person that you want. And I ain't mad at that. That's what you're supposed to do. Get it together. Especially if this is someone you're trying to impregnate. Lord. There's Aquarius energy here. I feel like this pregnancy is going to be very healing for the both of you. For some of you, you know you got to have your money up to deal with this person. Because I feel like this person, you know this person, and they know themselves that they always get what they want. And you want to sit there and be that person that gets them what they want. I do feel for some of you guys, it's going to go from 3 people in your family to 4 people in your family, because there is a pregnancy here. So Gemini, strap up if you are not trying to get pregnant, or if you are not trying to get somebody pregnant, because we got 5 at the bottom of this deck, and that's change. That's the Tower card. There's all of a sudden change in someone's life. For some of you, you went back to a family dynamic because you realized that this woman that you were with and committed to and created a family with, that was a perfect person that you were supposed to sit there and have that family with. This was the perfect person that you were supposed to have children with. Like, you're not going to find someone more nurturing, more caring than this person. I'm hearing Cancer, heavy on the Cancer. So some of you have a Cancer that, you know, this is your wife. I feel like you may have stepped out or left and came back type of energy. But I do see changes here. And I feel like the only reason why there was problems in your relationships is because of financial situations. Like, you may not have had your money right. And you realize, like, that's why the past 3 relationships you've been in did not work out, because you didn't have your money right. And that's something that you've learned. You realize that you needed to learn from your past mistakes, get your money up so that you can have the family that you desire. You can have the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams. Like, even when it comes to women, you guys had to level up yourselves so that you could attract that man that you've always wanted. Because you got to remember, men don't want no woman that, no brokies, got a clear debt and all that. I mean, there are some out there that don't care about that because they make a whole lot of money, but there are some out here that are not wealthy. You know, they are average Joes, and there's nothing wrong with an average Joe or a blue collar guy, and he may not be a multi-millionaire, but he makes decent money, you know. But even them, you know, they don't want the burden of having, like, I feel like there's an energy of both people having a clean slate in your relationships, and I feel like that's what's going to make your relationships a whole lot better. But do expect change in your relationships, Gemini. Do expect, not for all, but for some, your person is coming back. All right? Let me see what they may want to say to you. Let's see. You are stronger than you know, and let's stay together.